As a broker, you're hunting for clients. So in my opinion, it is a harder job, but it gives you more experience, more understanding of the market.
Okay, tell me about your journey in Dubai and about real estate.
Fast forward, it took us like 4 or 5 months, but I closed a very big deal back then. The numbers of 2021, it was a 30 million dirhams. Been in business for 18 years and not going up.
What is the most interesting part for you in real estate? And apart from money, because I know money here is so good.
Every day he wakes up, thanks God that he met you or curses you.
Real estate for you was a coincidence?
Came back to the office was sealed. Went there, sat in office, 10 a.m. comes, 11 a.m. comes, no one else comes in. So I called the head of sales because he's like, yeah, we totally forgot about you. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we fired the whole branch.
The worst day of real estate you had in Dubai? Best or worst? Both of them.
And in 4 months, we had one deal.
How you keep them motivated as general manager?
I don't want to tell people what to do. Better that I do it. The best thing about Dubai market.
What's that?
That it's, you know what, it's not about your opinion, my opinion. The good thing here is that we have data, we have clarity, it's online.
If you had money for invest right now in
Right
this
now,
situation,
yeah.
would you go for property?
If I'm buying off plan, I would still buy on either something sea facing or something close to Al Maktoum Airport.
How do you define success in life?
My success is just being happy. If I'm going to office to do my job, it's not only for my benefit and for the company's benefit, it's also for the city's benefit. So me doing my job is also a duty towards the city. Trust your broker.
Before that, choose your broker.
Choose your broker wisely and trust him.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Muntag. Today we have an experienced agent broker in Dubai with wealth of stories and insight. Hi Ahmed, how are you?
Hi Sina, how are you?
How is
Thank
everything?
you for the invitation. Great.
Thanks, you are here.
Thank you.
Before even you introduce yourself, I just want to know about your weight loss.
My weight loss, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so curious about it. Wallah. The first time I saw you, you were completely different. And you're more handsome
but I was
right
more
now.
than that even before.
Yeah, but even in this period, I think it's 6 months I know you, yeah? Five,
6,
more or less 5 or 6. But you completely
I'm 40
changed.
years old and I have kids, so I need to take care of myself for them.
You didn't face any
No, I
problem?
didn't, but I don't want to wait till I face problem.
And what's your diet?
Protein, very high.
Just protein, low
very high
carb, huh?
protein. Almost no carbs except the weekend. Protein all week. Low calorie, 1,500 calories per day.
And you lost 20 kgs?
18, 19. It was 20, but then I gained in Ramadan 1 kg or 2 kg.
In Ramadan, vice versa, yeah?
Because in Ramadan, you know, we have a lot of suhoor and iftar with developers. And
Yeah, I
like
know,
you have
I know
to eat, you have to eat. So I was not on diet during Ramadan.
Ah,
And I'm
and-
doing sports as well.
I have your social media. I see. Yeah. Every day you go to the gym, yeah? 4 or 5
4 or 5
times
days per week.
per week, yeah. Did you use anything? Any injection?
I did Monjaro for 4 months before.
Before this podcast, I was telling to Mashar,
Yeah.
our director, you know, that Ahmed transformation,
No,
I cannot believe
did
my
it also.
eyes.
No, I
And
did
she
it
told
also.
me everyone use Monjaro.
No, I did it. To be honest, it helped a lot. I was losing without it, but it makes you lose faster. But then I stopped it because it also makes you lose muscles, not only fats.
Okay, let's go to the chase
Yeah.
from the beginning. Okay, tell me about your journey in Dubai and about real estate. Where you came to Dubai and have you ever done real estate before Dubai? I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm from Egypt. And, I graduated in 2007 from business school. I did only 6 months in banking. And since July 2008, I'm in real estate. So I did real estate in Egypt from 2008 till 2014. And then I came here in 2015 in January. Worked for developers first till 2019, end of 2019. Then I started to work for brokerages from 2020.
Yani,
Secretary definition.
as a relationship manager, sales manager in
In
developers.
yeah,
Which
I worked
developer?
with Omniat, Dubai Properties, Emaar.
Can you remember first salary you got?
First I got in Dubai, it was 8,000 dirhams.
That's
was
good.
good, yeah.
It was good. 8,000
good,
dirham,
yeah.
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 What about Egypt?
Egypt first salary I got was very good actually. Back then it was 5,000 EGP.
Hmm.
It was Damak Egypt. I worked for Damak Egypt, and it was, compared to other industries, it was a good salary. But from the beginning, we were not relying on salaries. You know, like salary is good and everything, but
Yeah.
it's
Real
the
estate
commission that
money
counts.
is based on
You
commission.
taste, you taste the blood and you cannot go back. You know that
Exactly.
the
It's a
money is-
drug. It's a drug.
It is a
Exactly.
drug.
And okay, how is brokerage yani in comparison with developer, which one do you prefer and which one is the harder?
I prefer brokerage, and it's harder, but I prefer it more. In developer, it's you have 1, 2, 3. Even if you have 20 projects as a developer, you memorize these projects. Your main job is to get brokers to work with you. So it's more of a relationship management with brokers more than clients. Brokers will bring you clients. As a broker, you're hunting for clients. It's more of it's a harder job. In my opinion, it is a harder job. But it gives you more experience, more exposure as a broker, I see. More understanding of the market, in my opinion as well. Like I remember when I was in Emaar, let's say, we had 6 master plans or 7 master plans, 40, 50 projects we were selling. And all my brain was about Emaar. If someone told me about a competitor, I would say maybe I know some stuff, but I didn't know everything. As a broker, you have to study everything. You have to know everything about the market. More or less, of course, you cannot know 100%. If you think you know 100%, this is a problem. But you know as much as you can. So your market awareness, business awareness, it is much better. I think it's, as a realtor, you are on a different level if you are a broker. This is my opinion.
And real estate for you was a coincidence or
And
you
it was very
choose
weird. It was very weird.
tell me the story.
So when I graduated from college, I worked for a bank. It was Barclays Bank in Cairo. Then after 6, 7 months, Damak Egypt opened there. And my friend, one of my friends, she used to work there, and she's like, they're hiring, and I was young, just graduated. I don't care what to do. I'm like, how much they paying? She said, they're paying high. I was like, okay, I want to come. You know, you're just looking for money. I signed the contract with them, and it was May 2008. Young guy, just graduated. I say, you know what? I will sign the contract, but let's put the joining date, August. They're like, why? I said, I want to go to the North Coast. I want to have fun. I want to have like 2, 3 months for summer vacation, blah, blah, blah. I went for summer vacation. Then 1st of August, I went to the office. Like, hi, I'm the new guy. I should get. But back then, the crisis had happened, the 2008 crisis.
2008, yeah.
Crisis in Egypt was there, but the impact was not that big. So I went there. I was like, hi, today is my first day. And HR kept looking at each other, and they're like, who are you? I'm like, I signed this job offer in May, and I should come today, and this is my first day. And I didn't know that they were already letting people go because of the crisis. So they forgot about me. Today was my first day, and they didn't know. And they're like, yeah, but you should have started in a branch, but we just shut down this whole branch. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And they're like, okay, just sit, and we will think what to do with you. I'm like, okay. I sat. Then they came, and they're like, we don't need sales now, but you can do sales admin, like contracts and booking forms and stuff. I'm like, is it the same salary? They're like, yeah. I said, okay, no problem. So I joined as an admin. Then as soon as I joined, they said, you know what, but you'll be a sales admin and you'll also sit in reception. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I just need the 5,000 pounds that we agreed on. I don't care. I was 22 or 23. I worked there for 2, 3 months. Then they started like cutting a lot of people. Subhanallah, when they started cutting, I was also off for 2 days. So I went off for 2 days, came back to the office. The office was sealed. And I was like, I'm not sure if I came Sunday or maybe I came on Saturday by mistake. Like, I was young, and so I knocked. Security guy opened. He didn't tell me anything. Let me in. I went there, sat in office. 10 a.m. comes, 11 a.m. comes. No one else comes in, and I'm sitting on my own. So I called the head of sales because he was like the branch manager. I was like, his name was Ihab. I'm like, Ihab, where's everyone? He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in office. I just came back from my 2 days off. He's like, yeah, we totally forgot about you. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we fired the whole branch. So I'm like, okay, what shall I do? He's like, just stay there and I'll let you know. So the branch is closed. I'm staying in an office that's closed, playing video games for 1 week, calling him every 2 days, like, okay, I'm still there. And every time I call him, he's like, where are you? I'm like, I swear, I'm still in the branch. I come every day. I punch in at 9. I punch out at 6. I order my lunch and they keep playing video games and no one is asking about me. But imagine these 2 days when I was off, they forgot me. So that's why I was not fired. Then they moved me to head office, and then so I continued till 2014 with them. They moved me to sales 1 year later, and I started sales in 2009.
Oh, great.
So it was a total coincidence. يعني, subhanallah.
And how was the situation that time? Yani, that conflict, 2008?
No, 2008 was not. يعني, in Egypt, it was not that. The
Bad.
impact was not that bad like
Dubai.
like Dubai and other international, because Egypt is like a more conservative market. It's not an international market like Dubai. We had the market downside that we had was 2011 and during the revolution. This was also a bit slow, but market there is relatively stable, because the demand is mainly from Egyptians. We don't get a lot of international demand.
What is the most interesting part for you in real estate? And apart from money, because I know money here is so good.
Money
for
is
real
also,
estate.
yeah,
It
money
goes,
is always good.
it
No, but
comes
for
and
me,
goes.
wallah,
Yeah.
it was never about the money, to be honest.
What is that? Yani the most striking feature, if you want to tell me.
Look, I like two things, to be honest. I like when my client makes money. Like if I got him something and then later he made money out of it, this is for me like the top success I'm always looking for. And if he's an end user, I like it when he receives the house and calls me and just thanks me for it. Because I always tell even my team, I always tell, like, be very careful of what you're selling, because you're selling something. Like if you're selling a phone, a suit or something, if he didn't like it, he will just change it. But you're selling something that you have a big possibility that every day he wakes up, thanks God that he met you, or curses you. And to be honest, I don't want a human being to be cursing me every day for something. So it's very important to take care of what you're selling. So if they thank me for what they received, or the investor thank me for his money, this is for me
enough.
I'm happy, khalas. Yeah.
What is another one? You told me 2 points.
Investor as money, or end user that he's happy. A lot of clients, when they get their property and they invite me to see the house after they receive it, I feel very happy that they want me to see what I've sold them. So it's very nice.
Do you have in your mind any bold customer that you close deal, or any memory that you want to tell us, you want to share us?
Bro, I have a lot.
But just tell me 2 or 3, yani the boldest, I can say.
Not the boldest. Like I can tell you one deal I can tell you. So during COVID 2020, it was a very tough year for everyone. And you know me, so I like to work, and I like yani, as soon as they said you can go back to offices, I was like the first one to run down the street. And then they said you can work, but you know, I don't know if you were here back then, but they said, like, let's say if the office capacity is 50 people, only 15 people can come. Like, you have to be less. So I used to go to construction sites and just take videos and post. I wanted to go out of the house, you know, and I was taking a lot of videos of Dubai Hills construction, Creek Harbor construction. And you know, when I was posting these videos, so I had some friends from long time ago that they forgot that I was in Dubai. Like, we didn't speak for 5-6 years, but when I kept posting, they remembered, oh, Ahmed is in Dubai and he's in real estate. And out of this, someone called me and he's like, Ahmed, how are you? We haven't spoken, let's say maybe it was, I think, maybe 7-8 years we didn't speak. And I'm like, yeah, how are you? He's like, listen, there is the owner of my company. He wants to buy a property in Dubai, and his owner is a very well-known person, and for me, it's like it would be much more than enough just to meet the guy. Even if I didn't sell him, I'm just happy if I met him. And he's like, it's this client, and he wants to buy a property. And fast forward, it took us like 4 or 5 months, but I closed a very big deal back then. And in early 2021, with the numbers of 2021, it was a 30 million dirhams deal. Back then, 30 million.
What was your biggest deal? The number wise?
70 something million, I think it was when I was in Emaar. Yeah, I think it was 70 something, 74, 78.
Nice. As direct or as developer?
No, as developer.
Okay.
As a broker, it was 50, but 50 in three different properties, not one property.
Not
but
one.
Biggest property, I think it was this 30 million dirhams. Because back then it was 30 million. Now this property is like 55 or 60.
Yeah.
And that's it. I met the guy. Meeting him, for me, it was more than enough. Now we're still in a very good relationship. We talked a lot. And I sold him like it was a big penthouse. It was a good deal, yeah.
Nice.
But
And
we have, to be honest, I have million other stories, man. I cannot just remember everything.
yeah, I'm
but I
crazy about stories, you know, that's why I sit here. I just want to hear stories. Yani.
18 years, bro, I'm doing it. So.
Ah.
And I have stories of people who didn't buy it.
When was your aha moment, I can say, in real estate? Yani, you came to understand that this is my job. Yani, I want to do this forever.
Look, when I was in Damak, Egypt, before I moved to sales, I was in a department called recovery and consolidation. And this was very interesting. This was the toughest job. This was much tougher than sales. So in general, if a developer, let's say he's launching a project, and he launched, let's say, cluster that has 300, 400 villas. He sold 70, 80% of it. He launches another cluster. Let's say he sold 50, 60%. He launches number 4, number 5, number 3, and he sells less, let's say. My job is that, let's say, Sina, you bought in cluster number 4. And as a developer, after I've sold these 3 clusters, the market is not doing great. So I decided that your villa, your cluster that you bought 2 years ago, I'm not going to build it. You will not receive it. You will not see it. You've been paying the payments for 2 years. This was in Egypt, and I'm not going to deliver it for you. So my job as Ahmed was to call you, as Sina, tell you, Sina, the villa that you've bought 2 years ago, and you should get handover next year. I didn't even touch the site. I'm not going to build it, and I don't want to give you back your money.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the reaction?
I have another villa in another cluster that's under construction, and I think it's good for you. But maybe you bought a villa facing pool, I will give you something facing street. So my job was to convince you to come meet me in office, sign that you're approving moving the funds from your initial villa to this villa, and make sure that you're fine with it. And I moved 110 clients in almost 1.5 years.
To be honest, it's not so hard. You know why? Take it or leave it.
No,
They didn't have any
but
option.
I don't want him to go legal because he can't go legal. For him,
different.
going legal is a failure for me, right? Like if the file moved from me to the legal department, it's my failure. So my job is to make you sure.
Was it any escrow account or this kind of thing?
No, we
that's
don't
on?
have escrow in Egypt. Unfortunately.
Even now, you don't have.
No, we don't have.
And since
They are discussing it. I think recently they just started to discuss it.
since when you have it in Dubai?
Escrow was after 2008. After the first crisis in 2008, they did it. I think it was 2009 or 10 when they approved it.
I see. And if you want to tell me the worst day of real estate you had in Dubai, best or worst, both of them.
I think worst days generally were COVID.
Oops. How long it takes, Yani, to cope with the situation?
I think it was bad for 3-4 months.
Yani, after 3 or 4 months, you could go, go out
As a
of this
business,
situation,
it was very
critical
tough
situation.
for around 4 months.
You couldn't make even one deal, Yani, you
No,
mean?
I remember back then we were like 50, 60 agents, maybe even more. And in 4 months, we had one deal.
Oops.
And it was even a small deal, like less than 1 million dirham. So it was like zero. That's why now in the current situation, people who worked during COVID, we know that this situation is not comparable, and we know that we will bounce back even stronger and better. So that's why you'll find that people who've been here during COVID are very calm now. We're not stressed about what's happening. So.
Yeah, we made a few couple of deals.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Last days, hopefully we did.
Yeah.
And I hear that this is not just news. Yani, they are doing that.
Yeah.
And recently it's getting better.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
And right now it passed more than 35 days, yeah?
Yeah.
And recently
it's
getting better. I feel it, Yani.
Look, I think the panic was only for the first 10 days because it's something new for us. We don't know what's happening. But the good thing is, I remember during COVID days, the government here used to show us the number of cases per day. Like, this is the cases, how many. So you see statistics. Here we receive it the same. These are the number of missiles that are shot. These are the interceptions. So there is transparency. And when you see transparency from the government and you see the numbers, you feel you're secured. Khalas, okay, alhamdulillah, the air defense is doing their job. Now it's for me to do my job as well. Because also, this is what people need to understand. If I'm going to office to do my job, it's not only for my benefit and for the company's benefit, it's also for the city's benefit. So now I need to pay back to buy, right?
Exactly.
So me doing my job is also a duty towards the city.
That's why I've heard so many people that are loyal to Dubai. Nowadays, they say we are not going to leave here, even for a trip. Even eight Fetr. In Fetr.
Yeah, I stayed here.
Yeah, so many people stayed here.
I stayed
to show
here
their
and I
loyalty
said we
here.
need to stay and we need to book in hotels because we need to make sure that hotels are operating, right? If you are staying in Dubai and you have a long vacation and you can afford it, instead of staying home Also, why not book in a hotel?
How
Because
you
know
can
the-
show your loyalty to your employee, yani people that are working for you in this critical time, crucial
you
time.
need to be there for them as well. Because the first thing, like as a manager, let's say, you need to set an example, right? So
Yeah.
instead of, I don't want to tell people what to do. Better that I do it. And I show people I did it, and then they will do it. So that's why since the 1st of March, I didn't skip one day to office, right?
Exactly.
I go every day. I meet my clients.
Yeah,
I
it
sit
makes
with the
me
team.
motivated also.
That's the thing, because none of us is a kid, right? So I don't want to keep telling everyone what to do and what not to do. So better than this,
Show them.
it's like I don't mean to say, but it's like I have kids, right? If I'm doing bad things, let's say, I cannot go tell my kid don't do it, right? Because he sees
Yeah.
me. So the best thing I can do for my team is to set an example, just to do what I know how to do best, which is selling myself even. So that's why, if you saw, I was meeting clients myself. I was selling. I didn't say like, no, I'm a manager and I'll sit enough. No, we need all to go sell.
Yeah,
Now we're all
congratulations for your last sale.
Thank you. Yeah.
How much was it?
2.67
An off plan or secondary?
secondary.
Secondary.
yeah, yeah.
Which brand?
Emaar.
Emaar.
Yeah, I love selling Emaar, to be honest.
Yeah,
whether off
I
plan or
know
secondary.
you are loyal to
Very
Emaar.
loyal to Emaar. Yeah,
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
loyal.
I
to Emaar.
can feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the best. Yeah, there is-
Excitement oozing from your eyes when you are speaking about Emaar.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't sell out of developers, by the way.
Mm.
Like, since I'm a broker for 6 years now, I think I sold in 4 or 5 different developers. That's it.
Mm.
That's it. Unless sometimes a developer, like I always, most of my sales are either Emaar, Dubai Holding, and boutique developers. Like boutique developers who do one project that this project is very interesting. Like sometimes I can hunt one project that I believe in. But there's a lot of big developers that I did not sell with at all, unfortunately.
At current situation, which one you offer? Yani off plan or secondary?
It depends on the client, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
It depends on the client. If the client is an end user, of course, and he has and he lives here and he can get mortgage pre-approved, it's better to go secondary, of course. He might get a good deal and he will save on his rent. If he's renting, why are you paying rent? It's the best time to go move to something. If he's an investor, depends also on how. If he's a long-term investor, maybe I will offer an off-plan project. If he's a long-term investor.
Mm.
If he's a short-term investor, short-term less than 5 years. Because people will say short-term 6 months. No, I don't like to sell to investors who say, you know what, I want to buy and sell after 6 months, 1 year. I don't believe in this. Then I will sell. If long-term, off-plan. If short-term, secondary.
Mm.
But this is like the general answer because it has.
Yeah.
There's a lot of details in it.
So many
yeah,
parameters. Yeah.
It's case by case, after all.
And another question about this situation: how you keep your team motivated? Because everyone, there is no accounting on taste. Everyone has his own approach. How you keep them motivated as general manager?
Look, the first thing is I have to acknowledge that everyone will deal with this situation differently.
Mm.
Like, I've always been a calm person. Like, I don't get nervous easily, but I cannot. I know other people might get nervous. So first thing is I have to respect this. If someone is freaking out, I have to respect it. I cannot say, why are you freaking out? Everything is fine. Because people deal with it differently. So first of all, you need to acknowledge their differences and you need to acknowledge that every one of them will handle it differently. Some people I saw that are very calm like me. Some people I saw that are panicking, afraid. Some people even wanted to fly. So you need to acknowledge, and I need to respect this. Then I need to explain to them that I'm here. We're here as a family. My house is your house. If something happened, I'm always here for you. So let's stick together as a team. I have family, you have families, and we're all taking care of each other. Then, as I told you, then you get to the step of setting an example. I'm coming, I'm working, you need to do the same. Because, to be honest, today I was thinking about something. Because, on Friday we always have our team meetings, right?
Yeah. Like today. Today is
Like
Friday.
today we had it. And the thing is, you know, the management, we always talk like, guys, you need to be motivated. But if you think about it, and I'm being very honest here, regardless how bad the situation is, I'm not talking even about this, even if it went
Worse
down the
than.
way. As Ahmed, I know I will survive. And I know I will stay in the market. 100%. I'm staying. I've been in business for 18 years. I'm not going out of
But to
business.
be honest, Ahmed, as a person that you have more experience,
Yeah.
okay, and I'm new in this business, I had a nice momentum. I love this job. But to me, action works louder than words.
Yeah.
And apart from what you say, what you do is important.
But this is what I wanted to tell you. Like, why are we as a company or as management, let's say,
As a family.
we want to motivate others?
Mm.
If you think about it, if things got better or worse, Ahmed will not leave real estate, right? Like I don't know anything else to do. I really don't know anything else.
Mm.
Management, other management persons, they will still survive because they've always been in the market for long, right?
Yeah.
But all this of gathering people and motivating people is actually for the newer people. Because
Exactly.
if you think about it, these are the people who need to be taken care of because it might be their first time. Like I would say, yeah, I was in business in 2008 and I was in business in Egypt in 2011 and I was in business when 2015 or 16, I think we had a slowdown as well. And I was in business during COVID and I was in business during the floods and now I'm in business. So I'm fine. I'm fine. But all these activities that we do now is actually targeted towards the freshers or the newer people, or actually people that I believe started real estate post-COVID, because this might be their first obstacle that they face.
Mm.
But they need to see that we've seen even worse, I swear, and we passed it and we come back even stronger, and that's the thing that they need to believe in, because when you rebound from a problem, you don't rebound to where you were. You rebound much stronger because you gain more experience as well. But the thing is, regardless and no matter how much I do, how much a company can do to the person, unfortunately, 70-80% will come down to the person himself and what he will do in this. Because I can talk to you till tomorrow, and I can try to set an example myself 100 times. But if you don't believe in it and you don't believe in yourself first, regardless how much I do, whatever I do, it won't happen. So it has to come also from the person. If in this job specifically, if it doesn't come from here and there is no fire here always burning, I cannot do it. I can always help you grow it, but if you're always putting it down, what can I do for you? Maybe actually it's not the job for this person. Like, we have to acknowledge that it's not for everyone. Not everyone can play football. I would have loved to play football. I love football. I would dream to play football. I knew from the beginning I'm not a good football player. Was never a good football player.
You are a fan of Mohamed Salah. I know that.
Of course.
You are
I'm
Egyptian, yeah.
Yeah. I love football, but I acknowledged from the beginning that I'm not a good football player.
You're not
So maybe-
talented
so-
for.
Yeah, I'm not talented. So maybe some people they think they can be successful in real estate, but they have to acknowledge at one point that maybe it's not for them, and it doesn't mean that it's something bad, and
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person because I'm not good
No,
in
no, no,
football,
no.
right?
You should find your own field.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So now it's the best time for people to work harder so that they really know if it's for them or no.
Yeah. About me, for example, prior to this, I didn't have any time to go out of Dubai. But recently, I went Ras Al Khaimah. I went to Abu Dhabi for different project. And I have a question. Have you ever worked on Abu Dhabi or Ras Al Khaimah real estate? I mean,
I worked, but not strongly, to be honest.
You
I've
didn't
always
sell
been
anything?
a big Ras Al Khaimah. No. FYI, like I'm a very big Dubai
fan.
fanatic, not even fan. Like I swear, and I always believe that there is a lot of opportunities in Dubai for my investors. Why do I need to move out? Only 25, I started to explore Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi, but I explored it for my investors who already had properties in Dubai. Like
Not first
No,
buyer,
no,
not
no,
first
no.
investor. This is what I heard.
I would always prefer for the first buyer.
Because sometimes Ras Al Khaimah is much more expensive than Dubai if you compare.
This was one of the
because
things
of
that let me
casino.
shy out a bit from working on Ras Al Khaimah.
Marjan Island is much more expensive off-plan projects.
Yeah, yeah.
But they are branded. Yani,
No, look, Marjan is going to be a successful destination. This is for
yani
sure.
you do believe in that.
Yeah, I believe in Marjan, of course. Yeah, yeah, and I believe in the RAG vision for Marjan Island as well, like the government there and the authorities there. Yet, I would always keep it as a second or third investment. Like I would always prefer the first investment in Dubai because Dubai is a market that passed by a lot of cycles. So I have history to relate to. Like, you know what's the best thing about Dubai market?
What's that?
That it's never about my opinion or your opinion. It's never about my opinion. Like, and I always tell this to the client. If the client, I told him like this property is like, no, I don't think it's nice. I said, you know what? It's not about your opinion or my opinion. The good thing here is that we have data, we have clarity, it's online. Let's open the numbers and we check it. We have history and we have numbers. So maybe you'll say, I don't like this property, but investment-wise, it's perfect. Maybe I'll say it's not the best property, but investment-wise, it's perfect. So we have clarity, we have numbers, and we have cycles. We've been through a lot in Dubai. Maybe in other MS, it's still, the market is not as mature as Dubai. So for my first investment, I would go Dubai. Second, I would explore Abu Dhabi, then Ras Al Khaimah.
Yani Abu Dhabi also is better than Ras Al Khaimah.
No, I cannot say it's better or worse, but for me,
For you.
I would prefer to have my second investment as Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Investment wise, I mean, yani, what's your idea about this Disneyland in Abu Dhabi?
What do you mean? What's my idea?
Disneyland gonna
My
come
kids
there.
are waiting for it.
Investment wise, I'm asking. Yani,
No, Abu Dhabi, look,
what's the effect on the market?
okay, that's the thing. In Abu Dhabi, there's a lot of factors to let you invest there. It's not only about Disneyland. So you have Abu Dhabi is building a very big module as a capital in terms of attracting financial entities. In terms of the AI companies that they're investing a lot in AI. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is a mature city. Abu Dhabi has now Disneyland. They have the water world. So they have a lot of attractions. But Abu Dhabi is not only about touristic attractions. Abu Dhabi is a very deep city. It has a lot of other factors. That's why I was telling you, after Dubai, for me, it should be Abu Dhabi as an investment, then Ras Al Khaimah. Because Ras Al Khaimah is more about tourism and the casino coming. So it's the tourism factor there. Abu Dhabi has more factors. It's a more mature city as well. So Disney would add a lot. But to be honest, even if there was no Disney, I would still invest in Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Okay. And if you have, if you had money for invest right now in
Right
this
now,
situation,
Yeah.
would you go for property?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which kind of property?
I would go for properties. If I'm buying off plan, I would still buy on either something sea facing or something close to Al Maktoum Airport, unless any other project that would have a post handover payment plan. But if no post handover, I would be very careful what I buy, to be honest. And this has nothing to do with the situation, with the current situation. So since last year, I'm telling my clients, I believe to buy an apartment, you have to choose very well.
So if I offer you a post handover project in Dubai
You want to
Island,
sell me now?
yeah, in Dubai Island, would you go for it?
In Dubai Island with
Yeah.
post handover, yeah.
You will.
Yeah. And there is one or two projects there with post
One or
handover.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
I don't want to mention name, but there is. a couple
Yeah,
of
I don't want to
projects
mention that, but recently I tell you, I have time. I go for the area that I like it,
there.
and
Dubai Island is very nice.
yeah,
It's a
Dubai
nice
Island is
area.
good. Oh, when there,
Yeah.
so many projects there, and it's
Yeah.
good, and it's waterfront.
And I am a big believer also in Dubai South and Emaar South area, like Al Maktoum area.
Yeah, I also do believe in 5 or 6 years.
And
It's gonna
also,
be
I'm a big believer in the Dubai Abu Dhabi road. There's a few projects on the way to Abu Dhabi.
If you want to compare maritime with Dubai Island, which one is better? Not so technical, just
I
it
think
comes
I
to
would-
your mind at the first time.
First instant maritime,
Maritime.
Yeah.
It's more luxury, yeah?
and it's smaller.
and smaller. But there is also a small community, segment E in Dubai Island by Nakhil. It's just mansion or villa.
Let's
It's,
see.
yeah, they say,
No, but-
it's luxury.
Yeah,
also.
no, but I mean, Maritime as a project, overall, it's
total area,
smaller,
yeah,
and,
this is
which
smaller.
means less
yeah,
supply.
yeah, I see.
yeah.
Great. We had project in Maritime.
Yes.
I don't say that, but
Yeah, I remember.
I sold there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
That was a
How
good
do you
project.
how do you define success in life?
My success is just being happy.
Just being happy.
Yeah, if you're successful financially and this makes you happy, you're successful.
Uh-huh.
If you don't want to give 100% to work, but you give 100% to your health, and this is making you feel happy, you're successful. If you're broke, but you're fine with it, you're
You're fine, yeah,
successful.
yeah.
So
But
success is
even vice versa, you see so many people that are sitting pretty here, but they act like
success
crazy.
is doing whatever you think makes you happy.
Uh-huh.
Because success is something subjective from one person to another. So I
That's
don't
why
wanna,
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
And based on your definition, are you a successful person
Yeah, I think so.
right now?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Great. Nice to hear it.
Thank you.
If you could change one thing about yourself,
I think I need to try to sell other developers than Emaar and here. I need to be open to selling other developers. This is business.
Wala,
for me.
you are a broker. Yani, I'm just asking, for example, by your appearance, by your
As
behavior.
a person,
as a
I need
person.
to be less angry about football games. Wallah, because I think this is the one thing that gets the worst in me. Really,
And which club you're a fan?
AC Milan in
AC,
Italy
okay.
and in Egypt Al Ahly. But you will see my worst in football games. That's why 90% of time I watch football at home. I don't watch it outside. No restaurants, no cafes, nothing. Yeah,
Wala.
yeah.
Yani, so except real estate, what is your passion?
Football, cars, watches.
Cars, watches.
Yeah.
And if you were not a broker,
I would have loved to be a football manager.
not football player, football
No,
manager.
Football manager. I
Who
would
is your
have
favorite
loved to
one?
be. As a team,
As a manager in football.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Ah,
He's Italian.
yeah, I love.
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah, I'm fan of Real Madrid. I know him.
Yeah, he
I
coached Madrid.
pray for him every day.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah. For me, because why he's the best? He's very good in man management.
Yeah,
It's not about tactics only. He knows how to deal with players, and this is part of our job as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he's very good in that.
And if you could change one rule in real estate, which rule you would change?
I would love for ready properties if people can take mortgage with less down payment than what's there now. It will encourage a lot of people to buy this. Like now, they need to put 20% upfront. If it can be less, it will encourage a lot of, because I know a lot of people in Dubai that would love to buy properties, but still they cannot afford it. So if the down payment can be like 10%, it will help a lot. This is a rule that will open the pool to a lot of loyal residents to buy the properties here. Yeah, that's the only rule I would change.
I have also another question.
Yeah.
I know you are into Iranian poetry.
Yeah, lately only from you. I love Iranian songs.
And do you understand it, or you just
No,
love it?
No,
you
I
love
just
the
love
vibe.
it. Yeah, so on my phone I have an Iranian list and the Turkish list.
What is your favorite? Can you remember the song?
Iranian. I think it was Daryash Agiruz.
Agi Yeruzi.
Yeah. It's
Agi
an
Yeruzi.
old song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daryush or Faramaz Aslani?
No, Daryash it was.
Daryush.
And they were sitting. There was like a fire, and they were. sitting in the
This is
fire,
Faramaz Aslani with Daryush.
With Daryush,
But
yeah.
the origin for Faramaz Aslani. But
Okay.
they sing that together after, for example, 10 years.
I only saw it when they were singing
Yeah,
it
yeah.
together. And there is Shad Meher.
Shadmer, my favorite. Shadmer Aqili is my
and,
favorite.
there is this lady, Gugush.
Gugush
Yeah.
is the most famous.
Yeah, she's-
Singer in Iran.
We had
Lady,
we had a singer like her in Egypt called Kulthum, very old as well, and she passed away. So when I saw Gugush, she reminded me of Kulthum a lot. It's like the same status.
Yeah, recently I put so many Iranian poem in the group,
Yeah,
group,
I saw.
and I translated for you
Yeah.
because I'm into Iranian poem.
Yeah.
They are so
No, it's very
crazy.
nice.
It's really deep and very nice. Even for Paul, Coach Paul.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
even for other nationalities, when I read this poem, they say, oh my God, are you kidding me? You are so deep. Iranian are so
And that's
deep.
the thing we were just talking before the shooting. Why I liked it, because I could relate to it. I told you, like, there's a lot of cultural similarities between Egyptians and Iranians. So when I saw your poetry, I can relate to Arabic poetry as well. Yeah.
With Iranian poetry, every day I can fall in love. And this is the, that's why I don't
you fall in
marry.
love every 5 minutes, anyways, even without poetry.
This is not my problem because of poetry.
Yeah.
As the final question, I just want to ask you some question. Give me quick answers, okay?
Okay.
You prefer to be single or married?
Married. I'm married, so this is my only answer.
And you're early bird or night owl?
Night owl. Night owl.
Wallah?
Yeah.
Yani, I didn't expect that because I see you always come to office very fresh.
Yeah, just because it's the rules. But if it's for me, no, I won't come before 11. It's my
What's your choice? A luxury segment as a broker or affordable one?
luxury. 100%.
Okay. You prefer for you and your family city life or countryside?
City life.
City life.
Yeah.
Okay. Dubai, for sure, Dubai.
I love Dubai.
Dubai or Egypt?
Dubai. For living,
Yeah.
Dubai.
And blonde or brunette?
Redhead. I'm being very honest. Huh?
Yeah, and casual or formal clothes?
Casual.
Casual.
100%.
Well, you look good in formal clothes. I saw you.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Yeah. And you have sweet tooth or savory?
Savory. Yeah.
Great. What you have for us as final words?
No, I just want to thank you for that.
Thanks for being here. It's
Yeah,
kind of
thank you.
support for me, and I learn a lot from you. Wallah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And,
your energy, your positive energy.
I just wish everyone to be safe. And again, for people in real estate specifically, we need to understand that in 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, we've had amazing years, very successful years. And now it's time for us to keep working just for the sake also of paying back the city, the companies that trusted us, the clients that trusted us. Now our work is a duty. It's not only to make money, it's also to let clients make sure that everything is fine. Help them make money. If a client wants to sell it for him. If a client wants to buy. Just do your job. It's our duty now towards the city, not only towards ourselves. That's it.
Oh, great. And your final suggestion, recommendation for investors in this situation?
Trust your broker.
Before that, choose your broker.
Choose your
properly.
broker wisely and trust him. Just believe it, Dubai.
And how long it's gonna last?
We
As your-
you need to have Trump here. It's not me.
No, as your perspective, yeah.
The war itself or the conflict, I don't think it will last for long. But if you talk about the market condition, yeah, I think as soon as the conflict stops, we will need 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
So I think maybe by, in my expectations, by September, everything is going to be fine.
My September, my birthday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was my father's birthday.
Nice to hear.
No, I think because now after the inshallah conflict, apparently it will end soon. Then you have the summer as well. So I think by September it's going to be good. Yeah.
Great. It was a nice talk for me.
Bro, Allah, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great to be here. And as an Iranian, I have Iranian podcast.
Yeah?
Always at the start of my podcast, I say, اومدم تو حرم چشمای نازت نظرمو ادا کنم. And I look at in camera, I say, I just came here. Yani, how I can say, I came to the sanctuary of your eyes to pay my vow.
Whoa.
Deep, so deep.
Wow.
Stop yourself.
What's happening?
Stop falling in love.
No, that's very nice.
Take
man.
care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you. See you soon.